UFC Fight Night Cap versus Horiguchi goes down this weekend. I'm going to be giving my predictions for every fight in the card, starting with the early prelims, ending with the main event. And we're just going to start with the very first fight on the card. That is Shane Collins versus Otari Tanzilovi. Guys, there's going to be a lot of bad pronouncing in this video. Bear with me. I know this is my first lower down card, so just bear with me, but I did do some research. Shane Collins, he is an undefeated finisher. He's coming into this fight. I think he's 7-0. Obviously, they can't pay to actually get these guys' records on there because they're $4 billion company, too lazy for that. But yeah, give me Shane Collins by first round KO. From the research I did, he has a lot of early finishes in career, and Otari just doesn't seem like that much of a force. He has some grappling, but that's really as far as it goes. So yeah, Shane Collins by first round KO in the first fight of the night. Moving up to the next fight in the card, we got everyone's favorite, a women's fight, Karol Rosa versus Luana Santos. Give me Karol Rosa in this fight. She's a slight favorite, as you guys can see. I think she'll just use her slight grappling advantage to pull out a win here, maybe 29-28, even possibly 30-27 if Luana Santos just can't do anything about those takedowns. As you can see, Karol Rosa's almost got, she does have over double the amount of fights that Santos has. I think that type of experience and her grappling advantage is going to get her the win here. So, yeah, give me Rosa by decision. And I know we're going a little bit quick on these guys. I just know these unknown more fights you probably don't want to hear as much about. So just bear with me on these. But yeah. So Leon Shahbazyan versus Levan Chokheli. Shahbazyan, it's not Edmund Shahbazyan's brother. I actually thought that when I first saw this card because I didn't know who the guy was. I had to do some research. Not Edmund Shahbazyan's brother, and he's more of a submission artist actually. I think this fight's gonna go to Levan Chokheli. I believe that he is going to use his striking advantage, and he has a lot more experience. Even though they can't show his record, he does have more fights, and I just have not been that impressed by anything Leon Shahbazyan has done. He only gets these Hail Mary submissions in these fights. I don't know how he has as good of a record as he does. He is very tall for 170, but he does not use his build well. So yeah, give me Levan Chokheli. I'm gonna say by third round TKO or maybe a decision, but we'll see. Next fight up on the card, we got Gaston Bolanos versus Michael Aswell Jr. I'm su- I'm surprised Aswell as big as favorite as he is, but at the same time I'm not. Gaston Bolanos has looked very bad in the UFC. I was gonna say as of late, but he's just looked bad in the UFC in general. I don't know why he's still in the UFC. He's only lost. He's getting up there in age, and he just hasn't shown us anything impressive. I think I'm going to go with Michael Aswell by a decision win here. I don't think that either guy is really that great or stands out to me that much, but just give me Aswell by decision here. Outworking Bolaños, outpacing him, doing the better work, getting the better shots in there. So yeah, Aswell by decision for this fight. Next fight up on the card, we got Allan Nascimento versus Mitch Raposo. This is actually going to be my first underdog pick of the card. I think Mitch Raposo is going to pull off a decision win here. Allan Nascimento, he's fought some very good guys, but I just don't think that he's going to be able to deal with the complete boring fucking style of Mitch Raposo. He's going to put Nascimento up against that cage, hug him, knee stomp him, do some bullshit. We're in the apex. There's not going to be too much booing. So yeah, I think Raposo is just gonna stink fest this shit up in here, land a shot, grab the clinch, and then burn time. He's just gonna win minutes in this fight. While Nascimento might have a couple minutes, I mean a couple moments. I'm sorry, like maybe a submission attempt, maybe a little knockdown where he wobbles Raposo. But I think the vast majority of this fight is gonna be Raposo stalling up against the cage and doing his work. So yeah, give me Raposo by a decision win for my first underdog pick of the card. Next fight up on the card, we got Bia Mesquita versus Melissa Mullins. Another poo-poo fight, guys. I'm very sorry that I got to go through these, but Bia Mesquita is undefeated. She does have a lot of finishes for a women's fighter, and she is fighting Melissa Mullins, who none of us have any clue how she's in the UFC. She has looked dog shit in her one or two fights that she has had. Give me Bia Mesquita by submission in the third round. She has a couple submissions, a couple KOs. She's from Brazil. Give me her by third round submission. Melissa Mullins does not do much good. And then the last prelim of the night, we got Andre Lima versus Kevin Borjas. Finally, an actual good fight. Kevin Borjas, as I'm sure many of you know or have seen, he was on the Sphere card. He fought Joshua Van on there, had an absolute war with him. But I don't think that it's going to be enough to take out Andre Lima. Andre Lima is very skilled everywhere the fight goes, and his betting line reflects that. He's undefeated. He has very dangerous striking, very dangerous submissions, and I just don't see Kevin Borjas being able to stick in there with him for long. So give me Andre Lima by first or second round KO, and Borjas probably gets cut from the UFC after that. So yeah, for my prelim picks, guys, we got Shane Collins, we got Karol Rosa, we got Levan Chokheli, we got Michael Aswell Jr., we have Mitch Raposo, Via Mesquita, and Andre Lima. As for the first fight on the main card, we got Vinicius Oliveira, the fat ass, versus my boy Andre Fili. I fucking love Andre Fili. All of his fights are just like so sweet to me, other than the ones where he gets KO'd, because that does sometimes happen. But he's kind of just like one of these win one, lose one. He's always in the division fighters. And I think he's going to take out Vinicius Oliveira here. Vinicius Oliveira was a very hyped up prospect at bantamweight. He kept missing weight though, so they're kicking him up to featherweight. And his style is very like sloppy, throw one massive shot because he was so much bigger than those guys at bantamweight. He would just dominate them that way. I don't think that's going to work with Andre Fili here. I think he'll land some big shots and definitely have his moments against Fili. But I think the vast majority of this fight will be Fili picking him apart at range, landing his body kicks, landing some sweet combos, and just landing the more significant strikes of the fight. I think Fili will win a close decision here, maybe 29-28, maybe even a split decision. So yeah, give me Fili by decision here. Another underdog pick, by the way. He's a pretty big one. Next fight, Melsik Baghdasaryan versus Murtazali Magomedov. Another big underdog pick here, guys. I might sound fucking crazy, but Melsik Baghdasaryan is going to win this fight by KO. Murtazali Magomedov literally only just fucking dives for guys' legs. I've watched some fucking clips. Dude, that guy is fucking diving for all hell at legs. I think Melsik Baghdasaryan has not shown enough weak takedown defense for me to pick against him here. He has shown power in the hands, and I believe that we're in for a big upset here. He's a 3-1 underdog nearly. Yeah, give me Melsik Baghdasaryan by second to third round KO. He's breaking Magomedov, makes him start quitting on himself, defending those takedowns. Give me Melsik by KO. Next fight up on the card, Hyder Amil versus Christian Rodriguez, C-Rod. Give me C-Rod by decision. I'm never excited for this guy's fights. He fights very boring. He fights just enough to get the win. And Hyder Amil is very dangerous. He has very good boxing. He has power on the feet. But Christian Rodriguez is just very technically sound everywhere the fight goes. And I think he's going to be able to make this fight boring, slow it down, and just stall out Hyder Amil to a decision win. So give me Christian Rodriguez by decision win here. Next fight up on the card, Ion Cutelaba versus Navajo Sterling. Navajo Sterling's going to dominate this fight. This is the first like high level fighter on the card, I believe. Navajo Sterling, I'm saying. He's going to completely dominate the striking here. Ion Cutelaba might come in there with some clinching and trying to shoot takedowns because he knows he's not going to be able to hang in the striking, and it's just not going to work. I think Navajo's going to pick him apart. He's going to finally have that big performance he's been looking for in the UFC. He's had a couple third round KOs and some good performances, but he hasn't really had that stamp performance where he's dominated someone and got a nasty highlight reel cold KO. And I think that's going to happen here. I think he's going to catch Cutelaba coming in for one of those takedowns, either with a knee or an uppercut up the middle, and we're going to get a flatline KO in this fight. So give me Navajo Sterling by second or first round KO. Next fight up on the card, we have the main event, Manel Kape versus Kyoji Horiguchi. This is actually a rematch from back in Rizin. They might have fought twice in Rizin. Don't quote me on that, though. But these are two super exciting strikers. I absolutely love watching Horiguchi fight specifically, dude. His output and the way he slimes these dudes out, it is just something beautiful to watch. I honestly am taking Kyoji Horiguchi by late rounds finish here. Kape is very good and very explosive in those early rounds, but he has not shown me anything that he can hang with Horiguchi, keeping that pace up in those later rounds. I think Horiguchi is going to put his combos together, keep piecing up Kape, maybe have some early moments with some adversity, maybe getting rocked a little bit. But I think ultimately Horiguchi is going to take over and he's going to get a TKO late in the fourth or the fifth. Yeah, give me Horiguchi by late rounds KO. And yeah, that's the card, guys. I know I kind of sped through this card. I was in a little bit of a rush, and this probably isn't the most exciting card for everyone, but I just want to stay consistent and make sure I'm getting my picks out to you guys every week. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.